Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, January 31st, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I keep expanding the good vibrations. And here we are. We have reached the end of this year. January has been a haul, right? But we're entering a really interesting few days. So I mentioned it in yesterday's scope, and I'll mention it for today again and for this weekend. We have, the moon coming in, the moon's creeping in to join Venus, Neptune, and the North Node, all at like 27, 28 degrees Pisces. So these energies are all hanging out. They're all going to be hanging out on Saturday, specifically February 1st. On Sunday, the moon moves on, and then, they diversify. And we'll have like the Venus, I think Venus Neptune is technically Saturday, but we'll have Neptune North Node conjunction happening a little bit deeper into February. But this is a really beautiful and interesting conjunction. It's beautiful because these energies together can be so magical. Pisces can be so magical, and I feel like Venus can bring the beauty and the rose-colored glasses out. Neptune just is Pisces energy enhanced. The North Node is reminding us, like, this is the way we want to move. The moon brings an interesting piece because the moon can be our feelings and emotions when in harmony with all of these planets can be like, whoa. And when it needs to move through other emotions, it can be very deep. So this major conjunction is huge. It's really huge. Now, I encourage you on a practical level to stay grounded in and through this energy. Especially Venus and Neptune together can be like, I just want to escape, and I just want to disappear, and I just want to float on the clouds. So we really do want to stay grounded because we are here on purpose for a reason. God, Spirit, Universe wants us here. We, as our soul selves, soul spirit selves, also we're like, I want to be here. So staying present in and through this is important. Now, this isn't to say that you can't take some time to daydream and to visualize and to manifest and do fun things like that, but just remain grounded. Now, this Astro energy is also really interesting because the moon and Neptune can also be foggy and hide things, hide energies. And so we want to really stay in tune with this energy, really listening to our intuition and letting that help guide us and move through, especially if it feels watery and foggy, which it definitely could in this energy. But do take time to utilize the magic of this energy for sure. And take time to see the beauty and to see the good. And take time to dance through it, right? Like, I love this card. Hard times require furious dancing. Today is one of those days to move the energy. Well, this weekend, more so than just today, because this really is focalized. Am I making up new words? Focused. I like focalized, though. Focalized. Why is that not a word? So, focalized on this weekend, specifically February 1st. Rabbit, 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 here now to February 1st. So, let's look at Friday. So Friday we have the moon in Pisces kind of preparing us, moving us into this energy. The moon in Pisces is connecting to Jupiter and it's connecting to Saturn. So we have a square with Jupiter. And I think just sometimes these squares between Pisces and Gemini, it can be like mental, like am I supposed to believe this or am I supposed to believe this? What am I supposed to believe? And even sending us into the analysis paralysis of like, what's even real? What's even true? But beyond that too, we take in, so much from all of the forces of intel Another interesting way of putting things. All of the forces of intel that are coming at us at any given moment. And it can be hard to see the magic. It can be hard to see the divine, especially when we're looking at tragedies, when we're moving through things, you know. And it's okay. It's okay to feel the sorrows, even about this process divinely unfolding, right? So holding some space for that in the square. Moon and Saturn connecting later in the evening, preparing us for this. And Saturn's like, hey, being magical is part of your purpose. Remember your magical self as we move into this weekend. But at the same time, practice your divine responsibility. You know, staying present, staying grounded. I really feel like, and I'm thinking about doing this, maybe if people are interested, doing like an energetic hygiene class or something, because I feel like more than ever, clearing our energy in multiple ways is going to be really important, because we're sponges. We can soak this energy up. And so I've been contemplating doing something like that. Like I said, this weekend is when the interesting hits, specifically looking at that Venus-Neptune conjunction, Moon-Neptune, Moon-Venus, and the North Node, like I said, hanging out right there with it. There's definitely a call towards destiny as well with this North Node piece. And so that's where, again, we have to trust the divine in this unfolding, that it's all happening for a reason. And that other piece that I always like to bring forth, that God, Spirit, Universe can take the nefarious and use it for good. So dance it out. The sorrow card is here, so just being aware. Like I said, there may be some deeper emotions. These might not even be from this lifetime. That's part of Pisces, and especially part of Pisces at these final degrees, that it can bring up old karmic stuff. And this could seemingly come out of nowhere. And so just be aware, like, we are processing vessels. Drink water, show yourself to the light, you know, shower, use smoke, anything you need to help process and move along these energies. Be aware of your consciousness. Let your consciousness help guide you through. I guess I should mention this too. I feel very surrendered, I guess is the best word I can say. Surrendered that Spirit did this. So Saturday also has us in our second evolution day of Sun in Aquarius. So even though we have this magical energy, there's still going to be some of those triggers popping up as we are in that evolution energy. So be aware of that, but see where you can handle it and process it beyond using the sorrow, which has its place, and, you know, the dancing it through, but like really consciously, magically moving these energies through. It's crazy, like when we actually let ourselves feel something and the discomfort, how fast it can actually move through. So just keep that in mind. Consciousness. And Spirit's like, hold space for that possibility. Here's the no-thingness card. I also feel like with this maturity card, there may be little sprouts happening in our life, little physical, magical manifestations of these dreams. They might be just small and slight, but look out for those. Now, we're finishing up our Venus in Pisces time. Venus is shifting on, I don't remember what day actually. Venus shifts, but soon, very soon, here's my cheat sheet. When does Venus shift? The 4th. So we'll have like one more, but here we have Divine Mother manifests. O you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For these seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Oh my gosh, I didn't actually even read that before this scope. So that's magic right there. That's amazing. I always like skim this part, but I don't read usually the roomy part. So, and I barely skimmed it. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being, and that is why it is safe to trust life, even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honor and we live our lives with its mysteries with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. That's true. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not, yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and the beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather they can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you've been working towards, growing into, loving, and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is coming to fruition. You're being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form or how it should be according to your opinion and the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to be put mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. And you're one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart's truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It's yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you, no matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet. In your own unique way, it's the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. So let's read the sacred honoring ritual. Place your left hand with palm facing up in front of you, reaching out to receive. I receive. And say aloud, Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment. Or if you even wish, kneel and kiss the floor. If you want to kiss the stars, but learn how to kneel. I always love that line. Bow your head to your hand, or if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, allow yourself to truly surrender into the workings of love, and just intend to surrender and it shall be. And then arise and place your left hand out again with the palm facing up, arm extended slightly as if to receive, and say, I willingly accept the bestowal of grace now, manifesting into form as a heartfelt wish delivered to me through the Divine Mother's genius and generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you have finished your sacred honoring ritual. So, here comes this beautiful weekend. I hope that you see the glimmers. I hope that you can find and see and align with the magic this weekend. I'll be doing my little write-ups this weekend. And besides all this, you have the power. Wait, am I mixing it up? I think I am. The better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. Let's double down on that one. Why is this one so hard for me to remember? It's so hard for me to remember still. May your guiding light be strong. And remember that you can trust your process, because you and me, we are the solution. Namaste.